Yo, what's going on guys, Alex here, welcome back to another Division video, and in today's video we are talking about the weekly reset, the new blueprints that are currently in the DZ safe room vendors. I kicked this off a couple of weeks back, and last week I added in some of the ones that I didn't include beforehand. You guys said you found it really useful, so I am going to continue this on a weekly basis. I also thought it didn't change today because a couple of them looked a little bit similar, but regardless, it's changed, so let's talk about the new stuff. Apologies, it's a little bit later today. I've been away for the past couple of days, so apologies for the delay, but regardless, let's get started. So, kicking things off in the DZ02 safe room vendor, this is where you can get some armor pieces. Firstly, you have an electronics vest. That'll set you back 190,000 Dark Zone funds. Of course, I'm only going to be speaking about the 204 gear score stuff and up, so for the rest of it, of course, if you do want to see anything else that's available, you will of course have to check that for yourself. Moving on from there, you also do have the stamina vest for 191,000 Dark Zone funds. You have a firearms holster for 117,000 Dark Zone funds and a firearms backpack for 188,000 Dark Zone funds. Moving over to the DZ03 safe room, this is of course where you get your weapons. The tactical ACR is here for another week. This was of course what made me think the blueprints didn't change, because of course this was last week's one. But one of the weapons changed, this one is still here. So if you want the tactical ACR at 204 gear score, then this will set you back just over 300,000 Dark Zone funds. And the other weapon is a black market M60E6, which is of course an LMG, and that is also 204 gear score, and that'll set you back 261,000 Dark Zone funds. Moving over to the DZ04 safe room vendor, you have a level 32 electronics gear mod, that'll set you back 239,000 Dark Zone funds, and you have a level 32 firearms gear mod that will also set you back just over 236,000 Dark Zone funds. Then finally, moving over to the DZ05 safe room vendor, you have a blueprint for a small RDS scope, and that'll set you back 166,000 Dark Zone funds. Now, as mentioned, the DZ06 safe room doesn't really change, it's still Nomad gear, which is a bit of a shame, but either way, there isn't really anything worth talking about there. So the final thing I will include, I didn't include this last week, and you guys did request this, is of course the base of operations. In the base of operations, there are two 204 weapons. The first one is a military MK46 light machine gun. This will set you back 820 Phoenix credits, which is a little bit steep, and it comes with destructive, which is of course armor destruction value is increased by 18% when using this weapon. You also have accurate, where your accuracy is increased by 47%, and you have prepared, which is of course your active talent, and that is damage is increased by 13.5% when you are more than 40 meters from the target. Your other option is the PX4 Storm Type T pistol or sidearm, and this will set you back 656 Phoenix credits, also gear score 204. And this one comes with Expert, which is of course what you have on all pistols, where the weapon deals 100% more damage when the target is below 30% health, and Harmful, where each hit has a 13.5% chance to apply the bleed status effects to the target. And beyond that, there's not really much else worth talking about. There are a few additional vests there, but for the time being, that is the most important stuff. I personally wouldn't pick up any of those weapons this week. Yes, of course, an LMG with destructive could be nice in PvE situations, but given how expensive it is, I genuinely wouldn't recommend spending 800 plus Phoenix credits on this. So, for the time being, those are your blueprints for this week, and of course that's where you can find them, those are the costs, all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you did, then again a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions, and of course tune in the same time next week or slightly earlier for the next set of blueprints. Thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.